Look at that.
Hello?
Wow! I'm ready!
Where are you?
Going DJs in my car! Beat out! Woo!
Hello?
You gotta be smiling, you gotta be dancing, you gotta be shaking that ass!
What up, Grexit? Welcome to the top 10, maybe even top 2 podcast on all the interwebs. No need to fear, the Boken Boys are here, podcasting in your ear from the Square Mile City, Frank Sinatra's back door.
Backdoor Frank.
Hoboken, New Jersey. We are the Boken Boys. I am your chubby friend, Z. And in front of me, well, to my left actually today, as always, is the bashful, blunt, and breathtaking Bones.
Blunts, huh?
Is that a bad thing?
No, I love blunts. Haven't had a blunt in a while.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
What are you doing?
4 years ago today, a nice little congratulations to the two of us.
Hey.
Team Whoops, That's My Cornhole won the Hoboken Cornhole Championship.
Oh, yeah. Woo. And to
Shout out to Luke.
Yep.
Shout out to Melissa, who got married yesterday.
Yeah.
Shout out to Madison and Sherry for each playing like a game.
Yep. We told them the wrong day or just didn't tell them when the championship was, I believe.
Did we have a fourth guy? I think Villa might have played once.
Villa's not great, though, in that scenario.
No. I don't know if we had a fourth guy.
It's dark. He can't see already, so it's dark in there.
Yeah. I think it was just, that was pretty much the team. And,
that was good.
What was the hot Indian chick's name?
I don't know, dude. You knew her.
I know, I went to high school. Sasha. Sasha. Hot Sasha.
How would I remember that?
Sasha would
It'd be creepy if I remembered that.
Why? You met her like 12 times.
Okay, whatever. Continue.
Sasha had games where she would like put up 12s in a row and then she would put zeros up the day after that.
Yeah.
Very inconsistent, but beautiful. So
We should do that again.
We should. I mean, we did retire atop the mountaintop.
Yeah, we did.
Undefeated season with a championship in our only year in Cornhole and Hoboken.
We're like, what is it, Boston? They had one great album and then they all split up or died or whatever. What the fuck happened? The group Boston?
Sure.
Yeah. And they're just like, they were at the top and they just left it there.
They left it all in the field.
Yep.
And then died.
And then died.
Also, 7 years ago, the Knicks were 5-0 at this time and in first place of the division.
A little bit of a later start.
Nothing has happened since. Yeah, well, the season used to start
Late.
2 weeks later. Yeah. So that's great. That made me feel good. Shout out to Val on Friday night. We went to the Devils game.
Woo!
Devils got a W.
Devils did get a W.
Thank you for the tickets. We had a nice little box.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful evening with 14 of our closest friends and pals.
Yeah.
I love everyone there.
It was a great time. Devils winning. I didn't eat. I was very drunk at the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very drunk.
And yesterday I got equally as drunk, probably. I came in and had
You were pretty good, though.
I had a beautiful feast of...
You tried to, like, stand on the wall, though, and you had to, like, find it so you could... you could lean on it.
I'm good
so
like that.
Sorry. I move my hands a lot when I talk. I'm sorry.
Happy hot bus season.
Oh, hot bus season, the
Happy
worst.
hot bus season.
Hot everything underground season, too. Everything, it's just boiling
Way
everywhere.
overheated.
Yeah.
New Jersey Transit is hot no matter what time of year it is, but in the winter, it's somehow the hottest the bus will ever be.
Yeah, like they have the heat on in all the stations, and they also have the heat on the trains, and just hotter underground.
Too warm, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, maybe scale the heat back a little bit when the bus is packed full of people.
But if you're on the right train, if you're on a train that's like the tunnel and the air is like right there,
Then it's okay.
yeah, like the 7 train in the winter at night when you're waiting for the 7 train to go across town or something.
Yeah.
Incredibly cold, like fucking freezing cold.
Well, so happy hot bus season and happy hand in your pants season because we need to find warmth in there.
That never ends, but yeah,
Well, this is the height of it.
Yes,
You're
this
cold,
is
you put
the
your hands
peak.
down in your pants.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful season.
busy season for your balls.
So a bunch of interviews with Matt Damon and, what's the other guy's name?
Matt Damon.
Rounders. Not Kevin Bacon.
Definitely not Kevin Bacon.
What's
Though
that
I know who
guy's
you're
name?
talking about. Fight Club.
Ralph Elliott. That's not his name. Who's Ralph Elliott?
Fight Club. Who are the 2 main actors?
Who is Ralph Elliott? Why did I think Ralph
the
Elliott?
bad? Oh no, the good
Worm.
Hulk.
Worm.
Yeah, the good Hulk. Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Come on, man. I'm giving you all these hints. You're not getting any of them.
I had to look it up. So Edward Norton and Matt Damon have both teased a potential number 2 of Rounders. That would be pretty dope. All night, he check. He trapped me.
Yeah, that was a fantastic movie.
One of the top 10, maybe even top 2 movies of all time. It's actually fittingly appropriate there with Teddy KGB.
Yeah, Teddy KGB. I know, that's why I was like,
I think we just broke a record as you've given me 2 dictator. Oh,
in the first 5 minutes.
I never looked up my dictator spot. I'll have to do that later.
Yeah, you won't.
We had a homeless man in San Francisco, I think it was, dump a bucket of warm diarrhea on a woman's head.
That's always my when walking past some homeless people, like they're noticeably crazy. Like some of them are noticeably crazy. You're like, I'm just going to move a little bit out of the way here.
They like took the time to. I mean, she went immediately to the hospital to go get checked for all kinds of illnesses because
Homeless people carry disease.
yeah, especially hot diarrhea.
Yeah,
How did he get it warm?
he just did it. Like he had just shit.
No,
his
it
pants.
was like a full bucket.
Yeah, so he's probably a heroin addict. Didn't have any heroin. When you're not doing heroin, you shit your pants. You shit everywhere.
Yeah, but like they said, it was enough heroin. Enough
experience. Just kidding.
They said it was like enough like diarrhea that it had been stored for up to a month. That's how much of shit was in there.
I guess he's probably in the subways, just holding a bucket of shit.
Next to warm diarrhea. That's my favorite.
Warm poo.
Let's see. We had
Cold diarrhea would be really interesting when you're taking a shit. If it was cold coming out.
diarrhea.
And what if poop was cold when it came out? Probably be wonderful.
I think it would be harder to wipe then, because your butthole wouldn't be like
It'd be frozen.
yeah. And imagine how much it'd hurt if you had like an icicle shit.
It's just one big icicle shit.
Like hard dumps already hurt.
Yeah, there's no cushioning
a
at all.
cold hard dump.
Yeah, you're right.
That'd be the worst.
You're right. I didn't really think of the possible negatives there before I said that.
You would need like a warming bidet shooting at your asshole while you shit just to counteract the cold icicle poop coming out.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe we should invent that.
Bidets aren't all that bad.
I've never used one. I would like to use a bidet. What else we have here?
It's a water fountain for your asshole.
Yeah. on the farting pooping train with the gender reveal with the chick who farted blue powder out of her asshole.
Yeah, which disappointingly was not the mother. It was just some woman.
It turned out, yeah, she was a comedian. However,
Still great.
still awesome. Like probably my favorite one. Someone died recently, and this is somehow better than the person who died.
Well, it's celebrating their life with a poof of farts.
It was wonderful.
It's celebrating life. It's more positive.
I watched it like 12 times in a row. Like just kept watching the fart.
The sound was great too. It's like a
Yeah,
like
you heard the fart. It was like there was a
But it was
microphone
nice,
on
perfect,
her
quick
asshole.
one. It wasn't a wet one, which would have been noticeable. It was a nice, perfect fart for that. It was a pop.
It would have been better if she just farted out brown dust. Like, wait, what kind of child is that? It's like, nah, it was just shit, actually.
It's ambiguous.
Yeah. I have a joke for you.
Okay.
Why
Is it your life? Boom. Zach.
Why'd the retard get caught in the dryer? Shout out Val.
Go ahead. I think I heard this, but I don't think
He
it
was caught
before.
in a downy cycle.
Oh, that's terrible.
They say there's a
Christian
special...
Kirk just dropped a wide open right down the middle of the field, 30, 40 yard pass. Yeah.
Great, thanks.
Just wanted to let you know.
They say there's a special place in hell for murderers. Do you know where that is?
Hell?
There's a special place in hell for murderers. Do you know what the special place is?
A Mormon, camp, like the actual Mormon camp where they all have multiple wives and children, and you're like one of the girls that's up next to be married.
It's a good guess. The correct answer was right next to the child molesters and kids who seduced them.
Yeah. So I was close. I was really close.
I was blaming the kids for being...
I
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Predatorial. Yeah. That was a bad joke.
He looked at me funny. What's the difference between acne and a Catholic priest?
I heard you. Didn't you say this one, or someone said this one already?
Yeah. But these are too good to not say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Acne usually comes on a boy's face after he turns 12. Last one. What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza?
Oh, yeah. This is real bad. Is this part of Am I Racist?
No, it's actually not.
Well, we could throw it in there.
All right, I'll leave this for later.
Okay.
So we're not going to end that joke. We'll keep that for later.
A cliffhanger, huh?
Yeah. Oh, one more.
Da-da-da. Cliffhanger.
One more. A guy walks into a bar. On his way to the bar, he found a girl tied up on railroad tracks. So he did the noble thing and untied her, and then they had sex in multiple positions. When he got back to the bar, his friend said, "Where'd you go?" He said, "Oh, I had sex with this girl in all these positions." So the one guy goes, "Did you get head?" What did he say in response?
I don't remember.
I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, because he banged a corpse.
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, just like Romulus.
Love Romulus. Yeah. Oh, Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon touchdown?
There we go.
Wow.
All right, two more things here on the intro. Twinkies are having cereal. Is that going to be good?
Is it a cream-filled puffball?
No, because you can't have cream on the shelves.
Freeze-dried cream. Got to throw it in the microwave first.
I don't think anyone wants to microwave their cereal. Then it becomes like an oatmeal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it would go better as an oatmeal, to be honest.
I don't know if I'm going to like it. Like, Twinkies taste good because of the softness with the cream. I don't know if I want to eat a hard Twinkie cereal. I don't think I would like that too much.
No. I would not eat that.
Yeah.
Just like I won't drink the Four Loko.
True. I didn't have it yet this weekend. Speaking of
Really?
fat people, 3 Indiana judges got into a brawl in a White Castle parking lot, and then one of them got shot. They were judges. They were there on a conference. One of them got shot, so they're all currently on suspension, not on the bench.
That would make sense.
So some judges went wild. Basically, judges are regular people, I guess, because they went to a White Castle
They're
at 3
humans
a.m.
that dress up and say they know more than you, basically.
But this actually gives me more faith in judges because they were drunk at 3 a.m. in a White Castle parking lot, and it was closed, and they were banging on the window to get in, and it led to a fight with a random person who then pulled out a gun and shot one of them.
Correct.
Great.
Yeah.
I want these judges on my side.
They're fighters. They
Yeah.
are fighters.
I love them. That's it for the intro, actually.
Nice.
Shortest intro ever.
12 minutes. No, it's not.
Creepiest minute in pods. Let me get this up. Do you have a timer there, buddy? A little high.
I was comfortable there.
Pornmd.com. Ooh, come on, go. And we will do the live search. I am ready whenever you are, James, as my fantasy team
And go.
turns along. Nikki Blue deflowering. That's very specific. Bisexual, male, female. On tube. Kata Sauri sex. Asian white dick. Cat Young. Oh. Hey. Mom fuck. Amateur drunk painful.
And done. Just kidding. Keep going.
BBC Erica Ibarra. To go. Enema. Lesbian.
Delicious.
Lesbian pisses pants. Mouth blowjob amateur. Legs wrapped around. Mom blowjob. Chineses. That's just grammatically incorrect. Lesbian domination. Taboo insertion. Hood amateur rough. I think that's supposed to be threesome. Home cheating. Stroke 4. Lesbian strap-on anal squirting. Towel pulled off. Analysis training.
Anal.
That was probably anal, yeah. Come countdown. That sounds cool. Come countdown.
Oh, that's good because you're done.
Okay. Oh, good, because the next one was Pin A Granny sex video. That was terrible.
How about this? We now make a rule that whatever the last one is you say, you have to click on it.
Okay, I like that going forward.
Yeah.
So that one would have been the granny sex one?
You just said it, yeah.
Ugh. I like the one that just said, it was like 17 O's and an H. I'm assuming that was, instead of typing in loud orgasm, he just said, oh.
Or maybe he was jerking off and had one hand on the computer at the time and went and just held down the O.
Yeah. And then, like, swipe the H on the way out.
Yeah. Timing is incredible.
The next segment, a new one, a one-timer. I saw this on Reddit, and I put down some of the best ones. What is something perfectly legal that feels illegal?
Oh, don't put anything down. We should guess some.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I wrote down a bunch, but, you know, I didn't really have many other thoughts. But, Bones, do you have any before I get into what I have written down?
For coaches at Penn State, it's probably people over the age of 18.
Oh, correct. That's a very good one. Yes, because it's legal,
illegal, but
for
them, it feels
way illegal.
It feels very illegal.
Yeah.
For Jeffrey Epstein, consensual sex.
Correct. With also same with over 18.
It goes, but he gets 2.
Apparently, Prince Andrew did like a TV interview yesterday with BBC, and he came off looking horrible. He called staying at Epstein's place convenient, and
For the sex, yeah, of course.
and something about being honorable. I don't even know what that means.
oh, I mean, he's a prince, so what the fuck? It means nothing.
It was a rape dungeon he stayed at.
Yeah, but nothing's going to happen to him.
I know, but maybe don't go on TV and say that the rape dungeon you stayed at was convenient.
He could say he shot someone in the middle of the street. Nothing's going to happen to him. He's a prince. He's a prince.
Yeah, but maybe the PR move wasn't great.
No, not great.
And they're like a PR machine, the royal family.
Man, I want to watch more Succession.
Yeah, great show.
Really great show. Wait, what else? So what are some other ones?
Trying to lockpick your own house or car definitely feels illegal while you're doing it, you know?
Well, I mean, someone could question you and be like, what are you doing? It's
Yeah.
like, it's my house.
But even when you're doing it, you actually look worse because
Oh, yeah.
you're always looking around like, is anyone going to see me doing
when I was
this?
younger, I locked myself out of my house, and I knew there were like I could get to the roof
Yeah.
and get in my window.
There's
And
no
I
way
do
to
that.
not
It
look.
definitely looks illegal.
Yeah, you look guilty.
3:00 in the morning, climbing a house to going to the back of the house, getting on the roof, and getting in through a window looks very illegal.
A 70-year-old marrying an 18-year-old.
Yeah, legal. Definitely weird.
Definitely feels illegal.
Not for the person. If the 70-year-old is marrying an 18-year-old, they don't feel illegal at all. It does not feel illegal for them.
It should.
It should.
Like their grandchildren
It's just
are probably
it's
that
weird
age.
for everybody else.
Yeah.
Like that girl from Quinnipiac. She married like a 60-year-old guy.
Really?
Yes.
Well, good for her. And good
They
for
have.
him.
They're having a kid.
How? Oh, she's the young one. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, his semen
how?
still works.
Yeah, well, his does and mine doesn't probably, so that's one.
How depressing is that?
I know, right?
Some guy's married to this 30-year-old.
He's clearly
It's like
beating me
60.
in life anyway because he's probably loaded and he's got semen that works. So he's 2 for 2 in that realm on me.
Yeah, I remember.
am
I think I
poor
stopped
with no
following
semen.
her on Instagram because I'm like, this is weird. I thought it was her dad for like years.
It's like mad wrinkly balls.
Yeah, I thought it was her dad for years, and then all of a sudden, like, I was like, oh, that's a wedding ring. Oh, that's him with it. Oh shit, she's fucking that guy.
These ones are kind of bad. It was taking more than one free sample or taking a bunch of napkins from a store. That was kind of, I don't really feel bad about that.
No, not at all. More free samples. It's a free sample.
Yeah, like that's what
Sample
these are bad.
does indicate one,
True.
but it doesn't technically mean one.
Let's see. Going to the bathroom without buying something, that wasn't great. This one is great. Clearly a troll. Walking through the nothing to declare line at the airport, having a nagging concern that maybe you managed to pack 5 kilos of cocaine, a handgun, tons of pest-infested fruit, and 2,000 cigarettes over the tobacco limit. It's always a gamble, but I've been lucky so far. That was a good one.
That is a really good one.
Having something in your... This is a good one. Having something in your pocket that the store also sells.
Yeah, it's weird. Like walking into like any CVS or anything, you're drinking a bottle of, like a Dasani water.
Yeah.
And you get up to the front.
And they're like,
I just
"Hey."
say it right away. I'm like, this is my bottle of water.
Yeah.
Like I had this when I walked in. You can check the videotape. I literally did.
And there's no way of not feeling like you feel guilty about it right away when you walk in the doors. This one was just weird. It was bringing home a newborn infant. And then all the comments underneath it were like, well, as long as it's yours, I don't know why you feel bad about it.
Any other infant, yes, is illegal, though. That's illegal.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
why would you feel guilty about bringing home your own child?
I don't know. That's a good one, though. Instigated debate.
Yeah. Cannibalism. This is a great one.
Instigating debate.
Cannibalism is a great one. It's technically not illegal.
Well, it's illegal in the sense of murdering someone and eating someone.
But if you found someone that's dead,
you can eat them, technically.
you could technically eat them.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Interesting, though. Having a tank as a personal vehicle, I don't think that's actually legal. I think that's illegal. I don't think you're allowed to have a tank. Or if you do have a tank, it definitely can't have weapons on it. I know that.
You can't drive a tank on the road. There's no space big enough for a tank.
Yeah, but like, what you could have a tank like.
I'm just picturing having a tank in Hoboken. You would just crush every other car.
What if you were like in the farmland in like the heartland? You could have a tank. It's not allowed to have weapons. I know that
Yeah, you just don't have the charges that the
because there's like certain
Fucking
like,
tank
you
rounds.
can't just have like a nuke like as a person or like anti-aircraft missiles. I don't know if you're allowed to have like. I think that's illegal.
Well, it's pretty. I've been watching this documentary about like biotechnology and biohackers.
Yeah.
It's technically illegal, like to just take genes and like alter. It's not apparently you can just watch YouTube videos and do it, and like figure out. You just combine different things, put it in an animal, and see what happens.
That's one that's on here. Having sex with animals in some states is not illegal.
I'm going to guess Louisiana.
I guess it's not illegal, but it's not legal kind of thing. Like
It's frowned upon.
yeah, like marrying your first cousin.
Not in New York, though.
Exactly. Super
Frowned
weird.
upon, but one of the people highest in politics in New York did it.
Rudy Giuliani.
Twice, right? Didn't he do it twice?
I don't know about
two
twice.
cousins.
He definitely did it once.
He got divorced by her, though. I think he did twice. I think he married 2 family members.
Well, he Stockholmed her probably, and then she came to her senses eventually.
And you mean he lost his senses? He went insane.
And she came to hers.
Yes.
This is interesting. Going to a bookstore and reading a book and then leaving. I guess it's not illegal.
They could say, like, I know what you're doing.
Technically, you're stealing from
Yeah, like
them.
if you're a speed reader, just go in every bookstore and just rip through books. It's
You're
like, what'd you do
technically
today? Like,
illegal,
I read
right?
7 books.
Yeah, technically what you're doing is stealing.
That is true. People, speed reading is boggling to me. Like, they can read a page in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, very strange.
I don't know how that's possible.
Fuck those people.
They can just comprehend everything on that piece of paper
It's
instantly.
Like, we'll get into when we get into things that don't slap. It's probably the person that we're going to talk about definitely can speed read.
Are they artistic?
No.
Okay. By artistic, I didn't mean artistic.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This one is
Making
great.
sure you understood the innuendo there. Okay.
This one is great. Taking someone else's full cart of food at a grocery store. Definitely not illegal. Because technically they didn't buy it.
thought about when I was younger. I must have been a big piece of shit. I remember going to the store with my mom. She'd like go and like look for something, and I'd
Yeah.
be saying, I'd see other people's carts and see things, and be like, I can just put that in there. She won't even know. She'll buy me those donuts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some donuts today.
But how great? That's a good one because there's nothing wrong, like nothing illegal about what you're doing. But
It's
it's
really inconveniencing someone else.
yeah, you're just a huge asshole.
you're a big old dick.
And it's probably the best prank you can do that could really fuck someone's
I think
day
my
up.
argument, if they yelled at me, would be like, I'm done shopping. I'm gonna buy all of this now.
Yeah.
Time is money, right? Oh, cashiers, right? Yeah. So take my money and let me go.
So that was it. Apparently, this one I don't know. I didn't even research it, but apparently it's called the Yellowstone Zone of Death, and it's a 50-mile section in the Yellowstone Park where you could theoretically commit any crime because there's like some weird rule there.
What do you mean? You mean it's just not the United States?
Yeah, I think it's like one of those Indian reservations, but it's not an Indian reservation. It's called the Yellowstone Zone of Death. I guess we'll have to like actually look into it and research it.
So the mob, now that they know this,
Just goes and buries all of their bodies there.
maybe they do that actually, and that's why it's the zone of death.
Perhaps.
Though that would end up making it the zone of life because it just puts nutrients into the ground, and then trees would grow and create a whole ecosystem right there.
The Indian people probably love that. That's reincarnation. Bang. Hiring a PI to stalk someone. How is that legal? That's creepy as fuck, isn't it?
They're just watching them. They're not doing anything illegal.
But it's creepy. That would feel weird to me. Like a PI is a weird guy to begin with, I guess, but just following someone.
It is
know.
weird. It is weird.
The last two are turning the light on inside of your car while driving, which I think you can get a ticket for,
That's stupid.
and drinking a beer on the street in New Orleans. Definitely it feels a little weird to just be drinking in a street.
For the first 10 seconds,
Yeah.
and then you just go about the rest of your day there.
That and then taking the last slice of pizza I saw there. So
Oh, I don't feel weird about it. I look around, and you can always notice if there's one other person staring at it as well. And then you're like, all right, I'm going to take, does anyone want the last slice?
It's definitely a conversation you need to have.
Yes.
Like you have to yell out loud, like, "Hey, does anyone want this? Is this okay?"
I'm taking the last slice.
Which is funny because like you're an asshole if you just take the last slice, but for some reason you're not the asshole if you say, "Hey, does anyone want this?" Because then no one else will say, "I want it," because then they're the asshole.
Yeah.
So you're either way, you're an asshole. You're just politely being an asshole the
Correct.
second time, I guess.
Correct. You're absolving yourself of anybody feeling like you're an asshole.
Yeah, because no one's gonna say no, don't take
Yeah.
it, because then they look like shit. That was
Christian Kirk.
illegal things, was it?
Yes.
Things that slap. There's a drugstore in the Czech Republic that now introduced fill up your own shampoo, shower gel, and soap machines. So you just go in with your old bottle and you fill it up, and it's cheaper than buying a brand new bottle. And it's environmentally friendly.
That's interesting. Where was this again?
The Czech Republic, my homeland.
Your homeland?
Well, in theory, from That's three.
That's three.
Oh, fuck, that's Pharaoh Cooper. God damn it.
That was a deserved 3, though.
Correct. That's pretty cool. That's an interesting, that's actually, that's an environmentally friendly policy I can actually get behind. Because they're not requiring you to fill up, but they're giving you the option.
It's super weird.
It's weird, but you know what? It's one of those, we're not going to shove this down your throat policies, but we'll give you the option if you want. I think that's actually, it's a positive thing. If Hoboken had that option, that's way better than not having plastic bags. That just sucks. Objectively sucks. This is a good one.
I don't dislike it. I don't know that I'd ever partake.
I might not, but you know what? I'd feel better about myself
The
just
Czech
knowing
Republic,
it was there.
probably, maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's not Lithuania, the G spot of Europe.
The G spot.
Things that don't slap. This is what we were referring to before. A 9-year-old is graduating from college. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Is he artistic?
It's a girl.
She's
So
definitely
fuck her.
artistic.
What a bitch. Who does that?
Is she did you see an interview with her? What is she like as a human being? She could be a cocksucker.
9-year-old.
Do you remember Smart Guy? He's a smart guy.
9-year-old graduating
Smart
from college.
guy. Was his friend? His friend was name was Mo.
Oh, it's a boy. It looked
Mo
like a
Lester.
girl. It's a boy, though.
It's a
9-year-old.
9-year-old that looked like a girl. It makes sense. He's a fucking child. He's infant. He's almost just past
Yeah.
infant stage.
A child prodigy from Belgium is getting a bachelor's degree at 9. Fuck this kid. He then plans to take a PhD program in electrical engineering. How the fuck do you understand electrical engineering at 9?
He's artistic.
He's gotta be.
Yes.
There's something very special
Is he Asian?
about Laurent. Yeah, no shit.
No, he
He's
is?
He's artistic.
No, is he Asian?
No, he's from He's not. He's not Asian.
He's
They
Belgian.
told us he is like
Sorry,
a
Dana.
sponge. Lydia she ate a lot of fish during.
Sponge. You know who else is like a sponge? Mr. Ree.
Yes, correct.
He sucks up all the fun sponge.
The mother said that she attributes his brain success because she ate a lot of fish during pregnancy. So the mother's actually retarded, I think. If she thinks that was the reason the kid's smart.
So she made him autistic. He is autistic.
I don't know. It doesn't really say.
No, he definitely is because you're not supposed to eat that for a reason. It fucks up kids.
Oh, here. It says that he's hyper intelligent, but also sympathetic. So maybe he's not. Because if he wasn't, then he would actually just be on the spectrum.
Nah, but the spectrum's very broad. You could have parts of it, not others.
He's 9 years old and he's worked out already. He's working out and going to college at 9. What a dick.
Maybe he's got Benjamin Button. No. What's the other one? Jack. Was it Jack with Robin Williams when he gets old really quickly?
Sure.
Was it Jack? Was that what it was?
I don't know. That one I don't know. But fuck this kid. I don't want him to be happy or successful.
No, not at all. Not in the slightest.
That was things that don't slap.
Right along.
I'll do word of the day next.
Oh, we're not doing the one that's up next?
Oh, we will, but I'd like, whatchamacallit, Dana to be in the room for that one.
Okay. Well, she'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, we'll do word of the day.
The word, not a great one, but interesting. I didn't know that there was this many definitions for it. Clapping.
Having sex.
I don't
What?
see sex
Yo, we
as...
clapped.
Oh, no, yes.
Sex is up there
Kind of, but why is it Why is clapping sex?
because of that fucking sound.
Okay, all right,
The
correct.
clapping sound that happens when you have sex, yes.
My favorite definition was the first one.
Are you freezing? The
It
window's
was-
wide open.
This is the best one. Repeatedly high-fiving yourself for someone else's achievements. It's probably the greatest definition of clapping ever. Because it's literally what you're doing. You're high-fiving yourself for other people's achievements.
Oh, when you're clapping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably the best definition I've ever heard.
You're better than me.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That works, yeah.
Then there's the sex one. It's basically when you're having sex and while your bodies touch, it makes a clapping sound. It's when you stand there with no pants on and wiggle back and forth, making your dick slap against your legs, causing a clapping sound.
I've done this. I have done this.
That's the
I've
I've
done
got a
this.
surprise for you. Clapping
You
was
shall not pass.
this-
Great movie.
This one's pretty funny too. Clapping was invented by Dr. Felix Kjellberg when he tried to awkwardly handshake himself. It's very specific.
So wait, he went to like
I don't know.
so he was Doctrine a while ago. What year was that?
No, it's clearly made up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
My bad.
Using a piece or a stolen card to purchase items. Didn't even draw that correlation. A piece, I'm guessing like a gun. So using a gun or a stolen card to purchase.
Clap.
But how does the stolen card come into that? Didn't get that one.
No, I don't get that. Doesn't make much sense to me.
This one was good too. Clapping is when you like your own Facebook status to make it more likely to show up on people's news feeds. In reality, people who clap have little or no friends. A word used to replace masturbate. I don't think I've ever used that before. And here's a segue into
that person must be slapping their penis.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong, buddy.
Yeah.
This one will lead us into our next segment perfectly. Something really ugly black girls do when they get into a fight,
Oh boy.
or really just talk, which will lead us into.
Is this racist?
Is this racist? I saw.
Dana, you have to answer the questions here.
I was waiting for the bus the other day. Now, at first I felt very racist. Then I felt bad. The woman was blind.
Okay.
So is
that's not a race. That's not a race. That's a disability.
Well, I'll explain why I felt racist at first. And she had her seeing eye dog. But when I first saw the dog and parent, she was an Asian woman with a dog, and I immediately felt uncomfortable. Is this racist? Dana?
You thought it was racist. You made it racist.
I know,
because of you telling us that you felt uncomfortable.
Correct.
Were you uncomfortable because you were turned on by her?
Ooh.
No, I wasn't turned on. I felt bad for the dog. So is this racist?
Yes.
All right, I just wanted to clarify.
One for one. There we go.
I was so ashamed. And then when I found out she was blind, I was like, oh, I really feel like an asshole now. Because she literally needs the dog. Because the dog had a muzzle on. So I was like, they're just probably training this dog or doing something. And then I was like, you're an asshole. She's just blind and doesn't want her dog biting people because she can't see anything else.
Were you thinking they're training this dog to future cut it up and eat it? Is that what you were thinking?
Correct. I was. So I guess that was probably racist. I should probably answer my own question there.
Yeah, it was racist.
So that was that.
Oh, you only had one?
Yeah, that was my only thought.
What are you doing? Can you just wait until we're almost done?
Coitus Corner? You want to do Coitus Corner?
Oh. Can I get another whammy?
Yeah, bro. Let's do it. Owner of the Eagles with the hot Asian wife, Phil Gloria. He met her. She was a waitress.
You know what his nickname is?
She met. No, it was a regular.
You know what his nickname
You're
is?
You're racist.
You know what his nickname is? Filipino Phil.
Filipino Phil.
And I know that's spelled with an F and not a P, like the Philippines. But
where we could spell it however we'd like.
Was that racist?
Filipinos is with a PH.
Yeah, it is.
It's with an F. I thought
No,
FIL.
It's both ways. The ways
Philippines, the country is PH.
It's PH, but Filipino
No,
With
I think
an F.
people in
with
the
an F. That's what I said. Filipino Phil.
I thought people in the Philippines use the F, but we use
Wait.
PH.
Was that racist?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Damn. I thought it was funny.
Marlon
I don't
Mack
know.
fractured his hand, by the way, out for a while. Coitus Corner, a mommy blogger in the UK, Candace Brathwaite, was exposed to be a sex worker 6 years earlier as she was in a documentary about being a sex worker.
What an idiot.
You think that's good for your brand? Probably not, huh?
If you have a lot of male followers, yes.
I doubt a mommy blogger has a lot of male followers.
Maybe.
I would assume that she has tons of female mommy followers.
You don't know what type of mommy blogging she's doing.
Oh, I looked into it a little bit. She was just like the beautiful Instagram pictures with her daughter and, oh, look at me handcrafting this thing. Not, hey, look at me getting railed out by 4 guys in the corner.
Well, it'll definitely increase her male viewership. I will say that.
That's correct. She looks pretty ugly, though, too.
Oh, okay.
She was just,
Doesn't matter. There's a
think-
lot of creepy guys out there.
she looked like a person that was forced into prostitution, not like, hey, I can make a lot of money because I'm hot. It was more of a, well, I have no other options.
But you can do other things to make money when you're hot. You don't have to be a prostitute.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're young and dumb, at least you're hot. You could be a high-end call girl.
And
Or
in
do
today's
porn.
day and age, You can just take a picture and put it on Instagram.
Correct.
Yeah. You can, yeah.
She did the other way. So, and the second thing I have here, the last one.
she,
This was called, she literally went the furthest away you could. I went from sex worker to PC mom blogger.
Smart. Once you have a kid, she's like, I am cleaning myself up.
I guess the only other
No
thing
more dicks for me. What?
And making
money from it. Yeah.
The last one I have here is, the title was called The Dick Pic That Broke the Camel's Back. The girl said, a guy sent me 2 pictures of his erect penis, a video of him masturbating unprompted, and then told me he was about to come and described how he'd like to come on my feet. And then she got
Foot fetish, Chris. What the fuck?
She got the guy arrested.
Well, yeah, I mean,
She sent him to the police.
yeah, that makes sense.
What a bitch.
Well,
You didn't have, after the first 2 pictures of the penis,
did she say stop?
no. But after you got the first 2 pictures of the first 2 penises, what in God's world would make you click on a video of the third one?
It's like, definitely not a penis. Nope, it's a penis.
Yeah. Why would you look? Why would you look at the third video? Makes
Like,
no sense.
What could this be? I don't think it's going to be a penis. He couldn't have any more penis pictures or videos. What could it be?
And then underneath the video, it said, "I'm about to come." What do you think is going on in that video, buddy? Like, what's wrong with you? Why click on that? So I think she's a little bit to blame here.
She probably enjoyed it first.
They were unprompted, she said, but yeah, she definitely liked it. She liked it enough to click the video.
What did she say after it was 3 in a row unprompted, no comments?
Then she stewed about it for hours and then went to the police late at night.
She was definitely flicking her bean.
Probably to the pictures. But seriously, why? What in God's world makes you open that video up? What do you think it's going to be? Him baking cookies and sending it to you after he just sent you dick pics?
Maybe she was like, she's not smart. And she was like, oh, maybe he's going to come over. Like, what is he sending this video? How does he know where I live? And she opened it. It's like, oh, no, it was his penis again.
I guess the only way you open up that video is if, like you just said, if you think he's coming to murder you and it says, I'm about to come, and you make sure that the video is not of him driving to you. That's the only way you open up that video.
Yes.
But I'm sure he spelled it C-U-M. It's not
1,000%.
He didn't spell it the regular way.
Oh, boy. Sorry. Interruption. Flea flicker. Brady throws a terrible pass. Anyway, continue.
I only started Edelman anyway.
Edelman started the flea flicker with a lateral.
That was Coitus Corner. We're flying through. I like sports. You want to do that? Oh, that was weird. Let's see. I like sports. Oh, here we go. So, Giants fans, we should be happy that...
Continue.
Yeah, Oklahoma got lucky. We could start with that if you'd like. They came
Continue.
back from down 20 to beat Baylor. Cool, whatever.
Continue.
Daniel Jones has more fumbles this year than anyone did the entirety of 2018. So that's great.
He has a real problem holding the ball. It's bad. He has to learn to throw with the glove. That's it. It has to be done.
And he's not throwing a lot of picks either, which
No.
is like a good thing.
He's just fumbling
A lot.
on bad spots.
And when you're a quarterback and you get hit a lot, probably not a good thing to
No.
do.
Maybe there's stretching treatment for his hands to make them longer, bigger hands.
Michael Jordan had the webbing between his fingers cut off, like cut so he could have wider grip.
Interesting. He must have had absurd webbing because I'm pretty sure mine are as far down as they go.
No, I think there's something about it just gives you like a little bit extra flexibility.
Because these used to be fins. They used to be all webbed.
correct evolution.
Yeah. They're fins at some point in the stuff. When you have fins as a baby, when you're growing, do you still count as a human or can I be killed? You have gills and fins.
You're only allowed to kill that baby if you put some bait on a line down.
Okay.
And then the baby bites it.
And then you can
fish
rip it out.
Correct.
Rip it
the
out.
only way.
Okay. Do you
But-
put it up the vagina or down the throat?
Through the asshole.
Okay. Asshole.
Julian Edelman, fuck you. Colin Kaepernick worked out yesterday. Did you see all like the crazy shit that was around it though?
No.
So the NFL gave him on Tuesday, called him and said, "Do you want to work out?" And they said, "You have to do it on Saturday. You have to do it in Atlanta, and you have to do it like with no reporters
Okay.
around." So he said, "Well, can I do it next Tuesday?" They said, "No." He said, "Can I do it Saturday somewhere else?" They said, "No." He said, "Can I do it Saturday with reporters?" They said, "No." Then they made him sign an injury waiver, which is normal. But
An NDA?
also with the injury waiver was if no one picks you up, you can't sue us in the future.
Correct.
So
Nice.
he didn't sign that. So he did his own workout at a high school an hour away. Oh, that was that.
That's weird.
And only
Oh.
8 teams showed up. And the media came, and obviously so. But
Yeah,
only
because
8
the media
teams
was
showed
showing
up.
8 teams out of, they said like 20 were showing up.
24 were supposed to go to Atlanta. Now, they said because he did it last minute, there were actually people at Atlanta Stadium, and they were like, wait, what? It's not here?
Yeah.
They weren't informed about it. So he kind of fucked himself there. But apparently he looked great and had a cannon of an arm because he was throwing to no one.
With no pressure.
Yeah. And
I can wind up and have a cannon of an arm every once in a while.
Yeah. And I'm like, he's been practicing for 3 years to do this one workout. I
Yes.
think he killed it.
He better have killed it. That's what I said. There is no negative if he does bad. That's really bad. Like
Yeah.
killing it is a requirement. You've done nothing but practice.
Correct.
You're just practicing again, just with people watching you practice.
Correct. All right. Tell me which quarterback is which, Tyrod Taylor or Lamar Jackson?
Are you including today's stats?
No, through the first 16 games of their NFL career. 63% completion percentage, 3,367 yards, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Okay.
And then 63%, 3,150 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 picks. Which one is which?
How many touchdowns was the first one?
22 versus 20, and the first one was an extra 220 yards.
Rushing. Passing.
That's just passing. I'm not going to give rushing because it'll give it away.
Oh, because he's a better rushing quarterback. Second one is Lamar Jackson.
Correct.
Yeah, because you obviously set this up.
Tyrod Taylor had 200 more passing yards, 2 more touchdowns in his first 16 games. And the rushing totals aren't like drastically bad.
What's the difference?
600 yards.
That's terrible. That's huge.
It's 1,200 versus 600.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
But Tyrod had
That's
200 more
double.
passing yards, so he really only had 400 less
Yeah, but
yards.
passing yards, there was 200 more passing yards between 3,300 and 3,100.
Yeah, but it's not like this is fantasy. It doesn't count for more. It counts how many
Yeah, but
yards you get.
He has fucking, like, his rushing touchdowns are clearly why he is the
10
better
versus
quarterback.
4. So in total, he had 4 less touchdowns and 400 less yards.
60%.
And Lamar Jackson's going to probably get the largest
10 versus
contract
4
ever.
touchdowns. He had 6 less touchdowns.
Yeah, but I'm saying overall, he had 4 less because he had 2 more passing touchdowns.
Okay.
So this guy's about to get probably the largest contract in NFL history, and everyone's blowing him. And Tyrod Taylor is never talked about.
Well, yeah. When he was in Buffalo, they just kept sitting him in games that he would hit milestones.
He was great.
Yeah,
and
and
they're
he
like,
hit-
you know what? We're going to put Nathan Peterman in.
Yeah.
And then he came back in that Nathan Peterman
They tried
game
to not
and
make
almost
the playoffs.
won.
They tried to not make the playoffs
By benching him.
By benching him. It was so dumb.
They kept putting Nathan Peterman in the game. Then they started Nathan Peterman. What?
Are the Bills racist?
Yes. Yes.
Dana?
Are the Bills racist?
Yes.
Confirmed
Yo, this one's fucked
from a
up.
non-white male.
This one's fucked up. A third base coach in New Jersey was being sued by a kid because the third base coach told him to slide. He slid, broke his ankle, had some complications with surgery, and like can't run or play sports again. But he's suing his coach for telling him to slide.
What a douchebag. This kid needs to just be end his life now. He's going to be a douche. If he's doing this, how old was
Awful.
he?
15.
15 years old. He is a piece of shit.
Well, I'm sure it was his parents, not him.
Yeah, kill them all. Just kill them all.
Here's
Is that too aggressive? Purge them.
They had to look into the play in depth in court to make sure that it was a good quote unquote slide. Like the coach should have made him slide. The guy who was being sued was like, if I lost this case, he ended up winning. You needed 7 of 8 people in the jury to acquit you. He only had 6 at first. They had to convince a 7th person not to convict him. He would have gotten a $100,000 fine, probably in jail. And the guy was like, if I would have actually lost this lawsuit, that would have been the end of high school sports, probably.
Yeah.
Because if you could sue people because you get hurt on the field for sliding,
Yeah. It's like I'm not going to be coaching at all. I'm not. Nobody's going to be doing that.
well, yeah, there's zero incentive for me to go coach any high school sports. It's not worth the $8,000 I make a year at a
Nope.
public high school.
Nope.
Mello, stay Mello. He's back
Unreal.
in Portland, and they won last night. He didn't play, but
Yeah.
karma. They signed Mello, and they won.
Who'd they play?
I don't know. Some ass fuck team, probably.
Yeah. I was going to say they're not good. So
Also, last night, the Hawks gave up 150 to the Clippers and
In
lost
fourth quarter?
150 to 101.
They lost by 49.
Yeah, they lost by 49.
Did
Kawhi Leonard did not play.
okay.
Paul George scored 37 points
Okay,
in
I
how
was
many
gonna
minutes?
say-
Guess how many minutes he did that in?
16,
More.
19,
More.
24,
Less.
22.
20.
Okay.
It was a new record. He scored 37 points in 20 minutes. Basically 2 points a
Almost
minute.
2 points a minute. It's like 1.8.
You only get
1.78.
you really only get like as a team 2 possessions a minute maximum. So
Yeah.
usually like 1.8 possessions a minute.
On average, yeah.
So he's scoring on basically almost every possession.
Yeah.
That's crazy for the entirety that he was in the game.
Yeah.
Like someone else could have had a fast break layup and that counted as a possession for them. Well, he didn't even have the ball.
Yeah.
He still scored 37. Yeah. It was a crazy stat.
That's like that. Remember when Klay Thompson, he hit like 10 or 11 threes and he dribbled the ball 6 times?
Yeah.
In the game.
He scored 58 points and had 12 dribbles.
It was incredible.
12 dribbles.
It was just catch, dribble, shoot.
Yeah.
Catch, one, dribble, shoot.
Not even. He only had 12 dribbles. He made like 18 shots.
Yeah.
And there was like one play that he dribbled 4 times on, too.
Guarding him, he's such a pain in the ass to guard, that type of guy. Because he just runs around in circles around the court. He runs back, he goes forward, he comes back, goes down the lane, dips right, dips left, goes to the corner. Like,
And
he's so annoying to guard.
And he was like made in a factory because he's 6'7" and he has a high release and he gets it off in 0.1 second.
Yeah.
Like he catches it and it's out of his hand already.
yeah.
And he shoots from like where his head is. So you literally can't block him.
No.
So
You can't keep up with him either because how much he's running. It's like JJ Redick. That's why his stamina is great. He just keeps making threes and just runs around in circles.
Yeah.
And you have to chase him around.
love JJ Redick.
Yeah, I hated him, but I respect his NBA career.
Just a couple as the Knicks continue. I'm not going to yell. This is just depressing at this point. Kobe White. Do you know who that is? Do you know who Kobe White is?
No.
He was a point guard on North Carolina last year. He was like the 15th pick in the draft to the Bulls. Kobe White.
Yeah.
He hit seven 3-pointers against the Knicks in the fourth quarter the other night. There was not a soul within 30 feet of him on 6 of the 7 3-pointers. There was only one was like off the dribble where he like crossed someone up. 6 3-pointers he made just wide the fuck open. You think after like the third one he hit, they would have been like, you know what? Let's cover this guy. Nope. He hit 7 threes. And the last one was like...
Maybe they're like, now we have to get into his head after the first
and
3.
leave him wide open.
Yeah, because he doesn't expect us to leave him open, but we're going to leave him open. So it'll get in his own head.
They did a pick and roll on one play, and the person covering Kobe White went underneath the pick and roll. The guy just hit 4 threes. Why are you going under the screen and roll? And then the only one they contested was the 7th one. Finally, with a minute left in the game, he hit like a fadeaway step back, the most ridiculous 3 of all time. And that one went in. But the first 6, no one was near him. Just like, oh, yeah, whatever. And it was a close game, too. It's not like it was like a blow. It was a very close game when this was all going on.
So they lost.
They lost.
Okay.
If they played the Dallas Mavericks every week, maybe they'd actually be good. Because for whatever reason, they're 2-0 against the Mavericks, and they are 1-10 against everyone else.
James Dolan's just sitting right behind them. He's like, you win this game.
Yeah.
You have to fucking win this game.
Last night, they were up by 2 points with 3 seconds left. And Devontae Graham, who scored 30-something points on him, hit a 3 to win the game. So they lost 103 to 102. The fucking Charlotte Hornets beat them. And Devontae Graham murdered them. Devontae Graham was a late second-round pick. Wonderful.
You could use Melo.
Yeah. Do you know why they didn't want to trade for AD that they admitted out loud?
I forget. Yeah, we talked about this already.
No, this was Anthony Davis.
Yeah, no, I know. I know who AD is.
He wouldn't fit into their future plans. The 26 or 27-year-old guy,
Yeah.
who is maybe the second or third best player in the NBA, wasn't going to be in their future plans.
Sounds racist.
And the last one, this is the most depressing thing I've heard. In the last 14 months, the Patriots have won 22 of 28 games, and the Knicks, in that same time span, have won 19 of 92. So the Patriots have 3 more wins than the Knicks, and they have played 60 less games. That's fucking absurd stat.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
absurd.
Yeah, that sucks.
You
Makes
play
mad.
92 games, and there are 19 and like 73 in those games.
Not good.
Ugh.
Just a quick update. The Eagles fumbled a kickoff from the Pats.
Oh, nice.
They fumbled it when they kicked it to him, and then he picked it back up, started running, and fumbled it again. Yeah.
I feel like that happens a lot. Like once you drop it,
Because it's just not in your hands
yeah,
correctly.
you have never grasped it.
Yes.
Grasped it.
You didn't get a good lock on it.
The other basketball thing I had here was Robert Covington got made fun of on the internet for eating Stroop waffles on the bench.
What?
I think that's awesome.
That's great. I love Stroop waffles. It's a quick pick me up.
Yeah.
Just pure sugar.
Yeah.
It's sugar and carb.
Stroop waffles are great.
They're so good. Now, if he had a cup of coffee and put the Stroop waffle on top and let it melt,
Yeah.
still, that would be a lot weirder.
It'd be weird for drink coffee during the game.
That would be really weird.
That's why they have like greenies and Adderall.
Yeah.
They throw them in your body. You
Yeah.
don't need to drink coffee.
Yeah. Maybe he's a coffee guy.
So maybe Robert Covington's an athlete just like we could be. He's eating Stroop
He's-
waffles in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes left. He was on the bench
He's
eating a
not
Stroop
like we
waffle,
could be. That's such a ridiculous statement.
and then he went back in the game after eating a Stroop waffle.
Yeah, but once I eat the Stroop waffle, I'm not going back in the game. I'm not getting in the game. That's like, come on.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. He's like an everyday guy. Stay humble. Kicking in the NFL.
How's an NBA player an everyday guy? What? Okay, whatever.
Oh, I'm saying he's making himself like an everyday man. He's just eating Stroop waffles, going about his day.
Okay.
Kickers are having their worst season pretty much like ever
Yeah, they're bad.
since they moved the.
There's no like dynasty kickers right now.
Adam Vinatieri is a higher field goal percentage than he does extra point percentage this year. That's a crazy stat, and he's
So
got
stupid.
He's got
How are you that bad?
he's
Come
got
on.
20 attempts of field goals and 19 extra points, or 19 field goal attempts and 20 extra points, and he's higher percentage of field goals than extra points.
How many extra points he missed? Like 7?
5. He's 14 of 6. I'm sorry. He's 14 of 20 and 14 of 19 from field goal.
Interesting. How'd the Eagles get the ball back? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I need my fantasy team to play better though. He's also 46 years old, which is crazy. There's been a 4.2% decline in kicking percentage this year, which is the first year it's gone down since 1975.
Maybe they have worse holders. The holders are not doing their job. I've seen plenty where the laces weren't out.
It could be.
Maybe the long snappers. It was a big retirement year last year for the long snapper, so like everyone's kind of new in the long snapping game. They don't get that good spin on it.
That's a good solution.
Yeah.
The worst kicking team in the NFL this year are the Tennessee Titans, who are on their third kicker and are just 7 of 15 from field goals on the year. That's atrocious.
Yeah, but they're winning. They're winning games.
Well, they're in a lot of close games too, which just shows you if they had a competent kicker. Like Justin Tucker just missed his first field goal today. It's week 11 or week 12, whatever it is, and the Tennessee Titans have missed 8. They've missed more than they've made.
It's pretty bad.
Last one on sports here. NFL one-hit wonders. ESPN put out an article of the greatest
The Oneaters.
one-hit wonders. I only wrote down like 5 or 6 of them. Like what are some of the ones that come to your mind?
Of one-hit wonders?
Yeah, like guys who had either one good year or one good play or one good catch, but like who they are because of it. Start with
Giants.
the Giants. Yeah.
Giants.
Who
What's
is
his
the
name?
Giants?
David Tyree.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was on their list. I thought that was
I did think about that. I was like, what? Who did the catch? I was like, oh, David Tyree.
definitely spot
He
on.
literally, I don't think he was good in the NFL ever again.
No.
He wasn't good before, and he
Nope.
wasn't good ever
He
again.
made one catch. He was
Yeah.
like a special teams guy.
That's got to be number one.
Well, they just did one for each team, but he was number 1 on the list. I wrote
okay.
down. Let's see. The other one.
Oh, Patriots, I got one.
Yeah, go
Who was the quarterback that took over for Brady?
That was good. It was Castle.
Castle.
That's a good
Didn't he
guess,
win like
actually.
10 games?
They didn't go to the playoffs, but he won 10 games.
Yes.
He was not theirs. He was not their guy. They had someone who was even crazier. He was a running back a few years ago.
Corey Dillon. No.
There was a running back a few years ago who played one game, and he was a fantasy stud. Everyone went out and picked him up, and then he didn't play the rest of the year and got cut 2 weeks later.
Not LeGarrette Blount.
His last name is a color, and his first name is a popular boy band from New Jersey.
Ensign Green.
Jonas Gray.
Jonas Gray.
Remember him? He had
Yeah.
220-something yards, 4 touchdowns. He got cut 2 weeks later
That's
by
why,
Bill Belichick.
and that's when it started. Don't ever take a Patriots running back.
Exactly.
Because like you have no idea what the fuck's going to happen.
Belichick was like, go fuck yourself. He's not playing anymore.
Yeah, we'd have to pay him money. He's off.
How about this one? The linebacker on the San Francisco 49ers who retired a few years ago after his rookie year.
Yeah.
Chris Borland.
Yeah, he was supposed to be really good. And
Incredible. He had like 100-something tackles,
Yeah.
setting the world on fire, and then he was like, oh, who is that? If that's Ross Dwelly, I might fucking murder someone. I don't know, whatever.
It's not. It might be. Does he have a Y at the end of his name? No.
Dwelly, yeah.
Oh yeah, then it's Dwelly.
Oh, you fucking bastard. Oh, no, it's fine. There's
There's a
holding.
hold.
It's coming back.
There's a hold.
49ers definitely lead the league in touchdowns called back because Kittle, I've seen this year, have like 6 touchdowns called off the board.
Oh no.
How about the only guy on this list that was on a Madden cover?
Oh yeah, Browns running back.
Correct.
He had like a 2,000-yard rushing year. What the fuck is his name?
He had 1,650 combined rushing and receiving yards, and he didn't even start until week 3 that year.
Yeah. He got paid way too much too.
No, he didn't. He actually didn't get a contract extension and never had more than 300 yards in a season for the rest of his career.
Interesting.
He tried to get a contract extension that
I can't think of
offseason.
his name. What's his fucking name?
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis. Fuck. Yes, that's it.
Quarterback from the Denver Broncos.
Cornerback.
Quarterback from the Denver Broncos. The greatest football player of all time, in my opinion.
Peyton Manning.
Tim Tebow. One-hit wonder. Won a playoff game. Never
He won a
played again.
playoff game against the Steelers in overtime on a fake run touchdown pass by Tebow. Tebow faked his like classic,
Yeah. It was a slant pattern
and
to
then it was just,
DT.
and there was nobody there. Everyone like every single player on the Steelers like he's trying to run this
Yep.
ball for a
And then
first down.
Demaryius Thomas just ran down the field.
Yeah, and he was just wide. There was nobody around him. He was wide open. Great play. Never played quarterback again.
Correct. Last one I have on the list. This one's cool just because of the name. Ickey Woods, the running back from the Cincinnati Bengals. I didn't know he was actually good. Remember there was the Ickey Woods shuffle? He made a dance named after himself?
No.
Well, there was a dance. His rookie year, he had 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, second team All-Pro. The rest of his career, he had 36 carries. That was after his rookie year. He had all that, and then he had 36 carries after that.
What happened?
Injuries, and then he just sucked.
What other one-hit wonders are there?
I feel like Castle was a good one. Castle was a good one.
Oh yeah, we have to do blind bets.
We're not there yet. We're not.
We're not about to finish.
All right. Pause
continue.
it if you're going to continue to talk.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's how many more teams?
Yeah, but a lot of them were like, it was ESPN dug into the well. They're like these random guys from 1974 or like some cornerback who made an interception in a regular season game for some shitty team. Like it was, though I just took out the ones that like I knew we would know. I had never even heard of some of the other ones. It was like some guy in the Cowboys, like some quarterback from a 64 team or something like that.
Okay.
I was like, who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is this?
That was a majority of the people on that list.
Texted me at 5:46 in the morning.
Doug Williams
Crack of
wasn't
dawn.
even on the list. The Redskins' backup quarterback who won a Super Bowl.
Weird.
Jeff Hostetler won he had like a career though, apparently, I think.
Yes, he was a quarterback.
Yeah, like he
That played.
I think he played on the Raiders or something.
All right. Continue.
That was I Like Sports. Libertarian laughter. Only 3 things here. San Francisco is a new DA who's pledging not to prosecute, listen to these things, public urination, prostitution, blocking the sidewalk, which is where homeless people just live there, and he's ending cash bail, which he's trying to end cash bail, which means if you get arrested,
You're in jail.
you're in jail. You could walk out for free
Oh.
until your trial date.
What is this guy? Who is this guy?
He's got like his parents were terrorists or something like that, like in Baltimore. He has like weird terrorist ties, but he's an American and he's like super socialist. Like
And he won?
yes, it's San Francisco. They let people shit in the streets there.
Making prostitution legal is not smart.
No, he's not making it legal.
He's just not finding you for
He's
it.
saying I'm not going to prosecute people that do it.
Yeah, so it's not illegal anymore to be a prostitute.
And we talked about San Francisco a couple weeks ago with their like
ridiculous shit.
the laws about them like decriminalizing basically theft under $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
So people are just stealing from everyone there. San Francisco might become the worst place to live in the country within 5 years. Like a scary
They're
place.
too liberal. They went too far. They went too far.
Too far. We've gone too quick. So basically you could live wherever you want. You can piss shit wherever you want. You could steal whatever you want as long as it's not too valuable. You could fuck whoever you want for money. And if you ever get caught, you don't have to go to jail. They'll let you back out until your trial date, which means you'll run away because it's probably a homeless person they're arresting. They'll just run away.
Yeah.
So great place to go live in, huh? San Francisco?
And
they
the
have
cost of living is insane.
insane cost of living. They're paying people to move out. They're literally paying people to move out of the city.
Yeah, there's a reason companies are building like secondary headquarters because they're moving the fuck out of San Francisco.
Yeah. And they're going to like Montana or Delaware,
Texas.
Texas.
Texas is a big one.
Austin is getting bad too with all the homeless people. They had to like the mayor had to like put a kibosh on all the bad homeless people that are down there because it's like getting too liberal and aggressive.
How great is it that scooters aren't around anymore?
The scooter pilot program has ended, so we will see now. I think there will be a vote to see if the scooter program will be allowed back in. I think it'll get voted back in. It wasn't like a terrible program. Just it didn't have a good run at the end though. They had a DUI,
Really bad.
a few accidents.
They had a lot of accidents.
Yeah.
They had like everything just started happening because the sun was gone. So there was the sun was going down before anyone got on a scooter. And like there's a lot more people in Hoboken at this time. Because like during the summer, people aren't in Hoboken drinking as much. In the winter, it is mobbed with people drinking and getting on those scooters.
I feel like if they ended this program like 2 months ago, it would have been a slam dunk to bring back. But now it's in question. It didn't have a good end.
It's great.
Speaking of ride sharing, kind of, New Jersey is trying to make Uber pay $649 million in back taxes because they're saying that everyone that works for Uber is an employee and not a private contract, like a contractor.
Yeah, but they can't. That's not Uber's model. They can't do that. That's like imposing.
Well, they can say if you work over a certain amount of hours, they can make them like there's like California's trying to do this too, and basically what's going to happen is they're just going to put Uber out of business.
Correct.
Because the whole business model and you're willingly going into this as a contractor. It's not like you don't want to be an employee because you'll lose. Like Uber will be so expensive for the consumer that no one will get Ubers anymore.
Correct.
Like someone else will come into the market.
No, we'll just go to cabs and we'll go back to walking most of the places.
Yeah. Because like the prices would probably like double.
What if we have to go back to calling cabs again? Remember how terrible that was? It would take like 30 minutes.
Well, I feel like cabs would just then have like a rideshare app. Like they'd have to
do in the
get with
city.
the program. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's called. I used to have that actually. Last one. This one's hysterical. Elizabeth Warren made a coffee mug that says "Billionaires' Tears," but all of the profit, like she gets her little profit. They're selling it on Shopify. The owner of Shopify is a billionaire, so the owner of Shopify is getting money on every time Elizabeth Warren, who hates billionaires, someone buys a "Billionaires' Tears."
Well, it'd be tough for her to really buy anything that wasn't made by billionaires.
I mean,
She could go to mom and pop shops.
she could have her own website though. Like Shopify, she's hosting on the Shopify platform.
Yes.
So she could have her own website that does it at least.
Yes.
So there's a billionaire directly making money on her and her hatred of billionaires, which is awesome. It's like
great.
it's like such a hypocritical politician thing to do.
It's great. Of course, Ben Watson. Of course. A fucking course.
That was our libertarian laughter. We've got 2 topics left. We have no stupid questions, and then we'll do a blind bets afterwards.
Okay.
No stupid questions. Here we go. Why does it feel so good to scratch your sock lines?
I have never noticed that.
You ever like take your socks off and it just feels really good?
Oh,
when you
yeah, when your
scratch it?
hair's pushed down because of your socks?
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
Stupid question.
Okay. According to Christianity, Jesus is the Son of God, and we're all children of God. So is Jesus our brother?
No.
Why not? He is the Son of God,
No,
and we are
he
all
is just God,
children of God.
technically. He is God.
Technically, he's the Son of God.
Technically, he is God.
He is the Son of God, though.
Yeah, but we're like brother from another mother, sons of God.
We're like adopted. We're half brothers.
Yeah, no, we're not even half. We're
So-
like from another mother.
So we're
completely different
stepbrothers. So
family.
we could be in porn with Jesus.
If that's what
of-
they do up there.
Well, because
if there isn't up there.
Well, a stepbrother and stepsister porn are like really hot in the streets. So we could technically be in a porn with Jesus.
Is this where you wanted to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever met anyone that applied to a clown school?
I hope no. I don't know.
Do they exist?
Yeah, definitely.
I've never actually met someone that does. You have.
It was Nick.
This one's actually very interesting. Why is pro chess gender divided? Why is there a men's and women's chess division?
Because our brains work differently.
Yeah, but this is it's not a sporting like activity where you're physical. Like men and women are more like equal intelligence wise.
Are we though?
Is that a weird thing to segregate? Chess? I feel like it is. Was there like a tough fucking program in chess that was going on? Like too many people were banging each other?
No, definitely not. I can't imagine the Mothras that would show up for the for the chess tournament.
I wanted to ask Joe this one, but did we send a copy of the Declaration of Independence to King George, like as a letter? And the second part, do we know how he reacted?
That would be funny to know he just threw it in the fire. He's just like, nope, don't agree with you.
Like we needed what was that Vine? Like we needed Vine to happen. Like back then, just like a 7-second clip of him getting the letter and reacting to
So
it.
if you could go back in time, you would go back to
Let Vine be a thing.
yes.
So we could record.
No, you bring your phone.
Yeah.
You go back in time to the moment that he received the
Correct.
Declaration of Independence.
and just do a 7-second clip and then upload it to the.
now we know. And then you leave.
This one's for you, hockey. Why are they called the Maple Leafs and not the Maple Leaves?
Because it's one tree and a group of leaves on that tree.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a proper term, proper noun.
All right.
So Maple Leafs, you don't leaves it. It's not. That's not the team name.
Is it illegal to cut across a cul-de-sac? Or do you have to go around the roundabout cul-de-sac? What are the rules of a cul-de-sac?
Does a cul-de-sac have an exit?
A cul-de-sac is
Just
the-
one. It's just
the
one
end of a
entrance.
street
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a circle at the end.
I think I go at least halfway around and then turn.
I wonder if there's like an actual law that says you can't cut across a cul-de-sac. You have to actually like go around the cul-de-sac.
I've never thought about this.
I know, that's why it's a great question. This one is intriguing to me. Madison, I need you to put input in this one if you know. Is there a... No, not yet. Is there a microphone in?
No, hold on. I will pause it
Hold on,
for
pause
us.
1 second. All right, the first one I have for you, Madison, is profession related.
Okay.
How come people that are born with blonde hair can later have brown hair without dyeing it? Like my brother was born a blonde and then he became a brunette. Is that like a real thing that a lot of people have?
Yeah, a lot of people's hair gets darker as they get older. Like yours was probably lighter when you were a baby.
No, Chris
I've
was
always
jet
had dark
black.
hair.
He actually was a black person, and then he became white later, which in the Mormon religion is a good thing.
Have you ever heard of anyone like had a client that had the reverse, that had brown hair as a child and then later went blonde?
No, not only by like dyeing it. Like I don't think I can get lighter.
So
But
you're-
then, but
Mine gets lighter in the sun.
yes, most people's get lighter in the sun, and then also like there's the fact of like turning gray or white. So there's that.
Thanks, Madison.
But have you ever had
Yeah.
someone go
Fucking shit.
lighter, like brown
telling
to
Nick he's
blonde?
losing his
Have you
hair?
ever heard of that?
Telling me my hair's
Naturally?
going gray.
Naturally, yeah.
Like a full on transition, like your color, born with your color.
And then goes to blonde.
You know, my hair was like black when I was born, and then it all fell out, and then it came back in blonde.
So that's literally what I just asked you.
Yeah.
Did it come back in as blonde as it is now? This is not a real blonde though.
Yeah, you're
this
like-
blonde
your
color
roots are
doesn't
still
happen in
dark.
real life, right?
Right.
You
No,
still have
it
dark
doesn't
roots.
happen in real life like that. I feel like
There's a side of the question. We should Google it. But I'd say typically,
you love yawning.
We don't
when you're
Google.
talking.
typically, you start light and it gets darker. I haven't really seen the true reverse.
Okay. And then the second question. Can a female orgasm counteract menstrual cramps?
I don't know. I don't personally get menstrual cramps.
So like you're okay.
Dana?
Have you ever talked to Dana? Yeah.
What?
Say
Dana?
you're having menstrual cramps. If you then have an orgasm, do you not feel the cramps anymore and you just feel the orgasm, or do you just feel nothing?
I
Because it's
feel like
both
you would
happiness and
feel
sadness.
the orgasm
Yeah, I
more
feel
so
like
because
you
it would take
just-
over.
So you would
whole
feel the
feeling.
orgasm.
Yeah, I think it would just counteract the.
I feel like it would
cramps,
just distract
honestly.
you like
yeah.
anything.
Would you
But
call
you'd
it
feel
the best painful orgasm
like
of
what
your,
if I
of your
punched
life?
you in the balls right now, but then you came at the same time?
I wouldn't
Like,
be able
what
to.
would you feel?
I just wouldn't, I literally wouldn't be able to.
What?
I mean, if you punched my
At the
balls,
same
my
time.
balls produce
At the
semen.
same time.
I just think it's like a distraction. Like think about like if you have a headache, but then you're like laughing at something. Like in
I
that
felt like-
moment, you don't feel a headache.
I
You
felt
just
pretty
feel-
terrible before, and then like having sex or jerking off makes you feel better. It does
Yeah.
indeed make you feel better.
Yeah, doesn't it give you endorphins?
Well, you're getting the poison out.
Is that what you call your cum, the
Endorphins.
poison?
Poison.
endorphins make you happy.
I can't.
Chris,
I can't
Happy people
procreate.
just don't
so
kill people.
Chris, the poison Zavatsky.
I can't procreate, so it's definitely not helping people. It's only poisoning them.
We should do a We should start a pool, and everyone has to go have their semen tested, and whoever's the most fertile wins. But you have to guess on who is going to be
I
closer
would
to fertility.
clearly come in. I definitely have the lowest.
I know,
sperm
but then
count
we
of
all go
our
get
friends.
the test. How funny would that be, though?
That actually would be. Let's go get our sperm count done.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really depressing day for me to finally actually like.
You're all gonna be jerking off, watching porn in a room together.
We don't sit in the same room.
We're not in the
together.
same
What are you
room. We don't have
talking
to go
about?
on the same day. We can just.
How do you think this works?
It's not a circle jerk.
Yeah.
It's-
If that's the case, then there at least better be a hot nurse jerking me off in the room, because I'm not going to get hard staring into Bones' eyes.
what will his name be, though? Larry? Frank?
Why does it
Love
have to
the
be a male
name Larry.
nurse?
You
Oh, you
love
said
the
that.
name Larry.
You called our mouse
like
Larry.
the-
Now you're calling the male nurse that's going to jerk us off named Larry.
Yeah, it's the reincarnation of Larry.
Larry's not dead.
Is he our brother, though, technically, since we're all children of God?
He's a mouse. He's a reincarnated mouse.
He's our Indian brother, since he's the reincarnation.
Indian brother.
Hindu, I believe, right?
Hindu. One more I had.
Not Indian.
How did people survive? This one's actually for Dana. How did people survive before glasses were invented? Like old times. Did they all just die?
No, they went blind.
Wow.
No, don't you get? I'm literally blind.
Yeah.
Chris and I compared today, and we're equally blind, except I. beat him
She's
by
worse in one
half.
eye than I am. Yeah.
Damn. Well, Nick. Nick
I feel like
wears
they all
glasses
fell off
24/7.
cliffs.
Nick's
They
pretty
all fell off
blind,
cliffs
right?
and died.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
was
like,
the
I
death
think they
rate
all just
like
fell.
if you were like couldn't see if and it was olden times, did you just die like
I think you
at a
became
way
a sh-
higher rate?
If you were smart, you became a shaman and just you were the blind guy that could figure things out.
I mean, you got to be real good at. But what if you were dumb and
Yeah, but a
blind?
shaman back then just made shit up. He's just like, you need to bring me these plants, put it in a bowl, lit it on fire, put it under your nose.
Yeah, but if you were
And
dumb,
that's how
you
peyote
couldn't
was
figure that
found.
out.
What?
I feel like it just sucked, and you just had to live
Yeah, but
with
if you-
it.
Yeah, I feel like they outcast them though, because if you were like diseased or anything, I feel
Like the
they-
lepers had an island.
I don't
Yes.
know. Like, what you think the
blind island, blind and leper island.
do you
Put all
think
the blinds
bad
and
eye
lepers
count
on an
was
island
down?
together.
Like, do you think less people like? Because I feel like today most percentage of people need glasses at some point. Maybe people died by then because there was like a less high life expectancy.
I don't know. People like. Did you? What year were you like 5 years old when you got glasses?
5.
12? 9.
Parents
Still
didn't
young.
need it till they're 40, so maybe people just died. Didn't they die?
We stare at screens.
Just think
all
of how
day.
dangerous it was to be
Yeah, we started
like
screaming.
poorly with poor vision. Like think
At
of how
night.
dangerous it
At
was
night.
back then. Like
You're riding
you-
your horse at night. Is that a tree? I can't fucking see shit.
yeah, like like a bear just comes and murders you because you thought it was like your friend. You thought it was your tall friend.
Your friend Larry. Your friend Larry.
Your tall friend Larry came and murdered you. But spoiler, it was a bear.
Freaking Larry.
Like
Larold. I
honey,
think
you're
Larry's
very-
just a funny name. That's all.
Honey, you're very hairy. Oh no.
It's Harry Larry.
All right, let's pause it because we're going to get into blind bets next.
Can I get a whammy?
Yeah.
Now we are.
Okay, go ahead, Madison.
Okay.
Question
So,
number 1.
This is blind bets.
First question for Nick. When was the last time you shaved your bush?
Why are you whispering? He's in the other room.
When was the last time you shaved your bush?
Well, this is you know the answer to this though.
No.
You saw his.
Madison's
didn't
not
you
involved
see-
in this. She's just coming up
I
with
don't
questions.
know the last time he
She's
shaved.
not allowed. She's not allowed to participate in this one. She came up with the questions.
Yeah, I'm not participating.
She's not participating.
Okay,
You want to go first or second, Bones?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Do you want to participate as well? Sure. Okay.
So we'll throw
There we
Dana
go.
in as a third.
I am going to say Monday.
Monday.
This past Monday.
I'm second. Dana's third. I will say Monday. I'm going to say Friday. Dana?
Say Saturday afternoon because they just went out last
Saturday afternoon.
night around 12 p.m. Maybe.
Nice. Nice. Nicely done.
Question 2, Madison. I will go first. Dana second. Bones third.
Well, no, let's skip that one. Would you rather eat a butt or a chicken nugget?
Okay. So the question was, would you rather eat a butt or a chicken nugget?
Yes.
I am first. For our audience members at home, Nick is gay, so that's
And a vegetarian.
and a vegetarian, so that's an important part of this.
Oh wow, that is really good. That's really good.
Shit. But I'm saying but.
100% saying but. 100%.
A butt. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Question 3.
You had to throw the vegetarian.
Yeah.
What was your last fight with your mom about? They fight like regularly, so.
This might be the hardest question we've ever had on this show.
Dana, you are first.
And Dana's
Okay,
first.
so do you want a more simple one? Should
Yeah,
we-
like that's so vague. We're all going to get this
what if
wrong.
his mom listens to his podcast?
And we also, we're all going to get this wrong. There's
All right,
no
all
way
right,
we're
all
going to
right.
find out, like, this isn't even something attainable.
All right. Well, okay. So how about this one? Did you wear more of Madison's articles of clothing last night or your own?
Madison's.
Madison's.
Chris?
What? Are you kidding?
No, I'm just writing the answers down.
You don't have to write them down. I remember what I said.
I'm saying Madison's as well. So it's going to come down to the first. We're going to reverse the questions then, just for drama effect.
Drama.
Just so you know. Okay.
do you want me to do maybe one more?
We have
No,
three. We always
do
three.
three.
We always do three.
Okay, we'll have a tiebreaker then.
If there won't be, there literally cannot be a tiebreaker.
Yes.
Because the first question has a correct answer, and the other two, we all said the same thing.
Okay.
All right, let's bring Nick in.
Okay.
Nick! We will be bringing Nick in. I don't think he heard me.
Nick!
Hello? Madison, you want to go get him?
Nick!
Let's pause it. Oh, we heard that one.
So we were whispering for no reason, apparently.
Come on, Nick.
So you definitely couldn't hear anything. Oh,
Oh,
nice. Nice.
You gotta speak like your mouth on the microphone.
Yeah, get in there.
Microphone.
His first appearance on the pod, our friend Nick. Madison came up with 3 questions. We need you to come up with the answer to the best and truthiest of your ability.
Okay.
We all took guesses as to what you were going to say.
Okay.
This is actually an important one because Bones and I are currently both tied atop the leaderboard with 6 wins.
Shocking, we've done every one. We should have the most wins.
Well, we're both 6 and 9. Nice. Oh shit. How? Okay, hold on. I have to do 3 first. I can't even talk.
You okay?
Did you? I'm having a stroke.
Are you asking me questions?
Yeah.
No, he's just going to moan into the
Did
microphone
you?
for a while.
Did you wear more articles of clothing that were yours or Madison's last night? Oh, fuck! I should have went the other way with this one. Now.
Yeah, they were most of that. Well,
Let's. Did you wear a shirt?
yeah. One shirt was Madison's, and then
What about your pants?
my pants were mine, and the shirt that I was wearing above the shirt, like the leopard jacket. Yeah, is not Madison's. That's my other friend's.
So, whose
Nice.
eyelashes?
I bought the eyelash.
So I guess the answer is Nick.
The answer
We
is
all
Nick.
got that wrong.
Madison, that was a very leading question. Nice.
This one.
Either
right.
way, we're still tied.
Question number 2: Would you rather eat a butt or a chicken nugget?
a butt.
Nice.
Right.
All got it right.
So we all got that one right. Really?
Yeah, I would not eat a chicken nugget.
I was hoping your like vegan streak would really kick in there properly.
Yeah.
All right, this one is actually to decide the winner. When was the last time you shaved your bush?
I just have to think about the last time I got like sex.
What?
Shit, Dana's going to win this one, isn't
No,
she?
I'm going to win. She said Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you're going to win this one.
I'm going to
Yeah.
win. I said Monday.
Shah, you can't. Don't lead the witness.
No, those
matter.
are.
Those are way too close. I already won.
We don't know that yet.
When was the last time I came? The city Pride was probably when I shaved my bush.
I won.
Yeah.
Bones with the W. Bones improving
Yeah.
now to 7 and 9. That sucked. You're an asshole, Bones.
I'm sorry.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
You just yelled out my answer on the pod.
I mean, it was a
Do
definitive
you
thing.
guys
though.
do you guys even shave that often? Like,
I shaved mine
I probably do once a month.
4 days ago
why?
Once a month.
because I had a bush.
Yeah, when it hits full.
There's like
full
a certain
bush,
length
you're
that
like,
just
all right.
gets like smelly and too long that I'm just like, what am I doing here?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. When you sweat, it's like.
I mean, I
you gotta
shaved
get rid of
more
it.
often when I like lived with a girl because I was, having more sex.
Yeah, same. Like if I was seeing someone right now, I would probably have not I probably would have shaved the other day.
Yeah.
That's right. We're in the season for full bush. This is full bush season. Once it's cold,
Yeah.
It's hot bus season, it's hand in your pants season, and it's bush season.
bush season.
Yeah. All right.
President Bush.
All right.
That was our wonderful time. I think that's it.
Dope.
Any suggestions there, Bonesy? Any recommendations?
Succession, but
Succession?
Sure we recommended that.
We might have. I'm not actually sure. I don't have a movie this week. I'm going to shout out New Girl again, and I'm going to shout out Madison because I'm still watching it. It's still incredible. I'm still loving it.
Modern day Seinfeld.
I'm on season 7 right now, but I've probably only actually seen like half the episodes. It'll be nice to rewatch. And the song I have, Celine Dion dropped a new hit yesterday. Lovers Never Die. It's a beautiful jam.
Is it good?
I liked it a lot. It's not the ballad that she's old as shit now, but it's not like the ballad.
Well, if you don't have the voice you used to have, then don't create.
Exactly. She did a good job. It's a very good song. I was a
Can't
big
handle
fan.
fire.
What do you got? Anything else? Or you want to go to shouts? And if so, do you want to go first or second?
I will go second.
All right.
Four.
Good job for you.
Yeah. I'm done now, though. That's it. We hit 4 this week.
What up, Murph? A special shout out to Murph, who says that he has, this is a power move, which I might adopt,
Oh, hold on.
a toothbrush and a toothpaste in the shower he does, which we had an argument about last week. You said it was weird.
I just did that right in the middle for you.
I'm going to do another. What up, Murph? Just your second one. But this is interesting. Like, so we talked last week for Murph. Do you brush your teeth in the shower with warm water? You said it was weird. I was waffling on it, and I've come to the realization that it's a power move, and I like it. He has a tube of toothpaste in the shower. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Brilliant is a strong word. It is an idea.
I love it.
What does it save? 10 seconds?
It's just more efficient.
Literally, just get out of the shower. Well, the second you get out of the shower, brush your teeth.
It's like
What's the difference?
It's like Daryl in The Office when he does time hacks. He's like,
But what are you doing in
he
that
or
time?
she
You're
really
just-
got themselves into a predicament this time.
You are also washing your hair while brushing your teeth. Then it is, I guess, a power move.
Well, no. I mean, most of the time we just stand in the shower anyway for a couple minutes, right? Like, I'm not always doing something in the shower. I'm kind of just sitting there sometimes. You don't?
Contemplating life.
You don't do that?
Yeah, of course.
Especially in the winter when we have to warm the core. You know, sometimes we just have to shower to warm the core. So we're just sitting there warming the core up.
What do? You just stand there? Just
Yeah.
Do you lay down? Do you lay down in the shower?
When you wake up in the morning, regardless of what the temperature of your room is, your body is like cold. So I want to warm up the core before I leave the apartment. I don't do. I mean, I don't all the time, but it's a good idea.
my core is always warm. That is the issue. I want to cool down the core most of the time. Relax the core.
I don't have any dictator things this week because I forgot, which sucks. But I'll shout out all the boys down in D.C. I'll shout out Deemer. Shout out Dinky. Always wear a raincoat. Mm-hmm. Shout out to our lovely listeners, the Pasquarella family. Shout out to Baker. There is a Hidden Valley Ranched 52-ounce stocking stuffer with a spout on it that you could buy this Christmas. Shout out to Baker.
Nice. Nice. There's also the world's largest Reese's cup on Amazon. You can buy it.
Oh.
It's 2 cups. It's like the size. It's from here. Like it's across your whole torso.
Yeah.
That big.
Shout out
$10.
Shout out to
$10.
Joe. It was Veterans Day. I guess shout him out for whatever.
Shout out, Joe.
For all of his service in Ohio. Shout out Val once again for the lovely hockey tickets the other night. It was a
Correct.
great time.
Thank you.
Shout out to Nick for coming on the show today. Shout out to Madison for not totally fucking up a segment. That was great. I literally had zero expectations, and you did wonderful. I think you did really good. Those are great questions.
Do you know what's happening next week that everyone's excited about? Geography class.
Oh yes, we're gonna get a map on the wall. And I quote,
Don't be so mean.
after saying, name this city in the Northeast, and I quote Madison, Louisiana, which is A, not a city, and B, a state, and C, it's in the South.
After a bunch of other guesses.
That was after.
They were also wrong.
She also guessed Chicago 4 times for some reason. She kept circling back to Chicago, which is literally
big city.
literally the middle of the country. Like it's like the literal mid. It's called like the Midway City.
Did you say St. Louis? Because that is the city.
That's
That's
very
the arch.
west.
Yeah, that's the St. Louis Arch.
Which is west. That's Missouri. St. Louis is in Missouri.
Yeah, but that's the arch to the west.
That's literally not. What are you talking about? Did you just make that up?
No, that's what it is.
No, the arch is not the arch to the west.
Look it up. Google it.
I'm too lazy to do that. I'd rather just disagree with you. Go give your shout outs.
You know what? You being too lazy and just disagree with me for no reason sounds like.
Are you going to give it the fifth one?
Yes, Chris. Yes, I am. Shout out to my mother. Shout out to Dana, Nick, Madison.
Fuck, you were right. This is so upsetting.
Oh, I was right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the arch to the west.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was done in the early 19th century. Like, is that really? Let me look at where St. Louis is.
We're in the 21st century, correct?
Yeah, but but like the expansion west, if you did it in 1783, could have just been like Delaware.
No, that would be south.
I mean, when we went west of Delaware.
Yeah. I mean, but
that was all we had. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
shout out to Floribama Shore.
Oh, yes.
Should watch that episode.
Yeah, we could watch that after the 4 o'clock games.
Shout out to ECBC.
Oh, my God. St. Louis looks like a vagina. Look at this.
Can you just say, it really does. Can you just say for everybody?
Is this kind of looks like like a vagina shape?
Like,
I don't know. Well, I'm looking at different vaginas.
it's
I
the
guess.
outside of it's the flaps. Yeah, the flaps.
It's not a roast beefy vagina. I'll say that. It's a svelte one.
Very, very svelte. I'm done with shout outs. Anti shout out to you, though.
St. Louis is pretty far east, man.
Yeah, that's the arch to the west.
It's like the middle of the country is like Kansas. It's pretty east. It's actually west of Chicago, though. I was wrong on that.
Yeah.
It might be like the population arch west, maybe.
No, it is. It's the.
I know, but I'm saying it's not
You're
like
still trying to argue with me.
the middle of the
I am
country.
correct.
The middle of the country is probably like Kansas. I'll find out exactly.
I
Let's
am
continue.
correct. I'm done. Anti shout outs?
Go ahead.
Do you have any anti or shout
Yes,
outs?
the geographic center of the contiguous United States
Women
is
with
Kansas.
mustaches and armpit hair. Nice. It's a woman saying this, so no one can take offense.
The middle of our country is Lebanon, Kansas, which is right next to the Kansas-Nebraska border. It's the only positive Lebanon that there is in the world, probably.
It's in Kansas.
That's correct. It's in the middle of the country. It's the contiguous. Follow us on Instagram at the Boken Boys and Twitter at BokenBoys96. Oh, Instagram at Boken Boys. Twitter is at BokenBoys96. Follow Bones on Instagram and Twitter at Bones_Boken. Follow Z on Instagram and Twitter at Z_Boken. We're available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and every other place. Boken Boys merch up at the store, shop.spreadshirt.com/The Boken Boys. Anti-shout up. Fuck you, James Dolan.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.